fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. Typhoon Chedeng has maintained its strength over the Philippine Sea. Pag-asa last spotted its center some 875 kilometers east of central Luzon with wind speeds of up to 130 kilometers per hour. Chedeng will remain far from the Philippine landmass and is likely approaching the period that it is closest to the country. It will begin its recurve by slowing down and turning towards the north today and exit the Philippine area of responsibility by Monday. Chedeng is unlikely to directly bring heavy rainfall to the country, but it may enhance the southwest monsoon or habagat. Occasional rains are expected over some portions of southern Luzon, including Palawan and other areas like Metro Manila. The Mayon volcano remains at alert level 3 due to potential explosive activity happening within the next few days or weeks. The public has since been advised to stay alert for possible more frequent tremors and to be cautious of rock falls. Due to the threat posed by Mayon, the Albay LGU is considering the possibility of declaring the province under a state of calamity. Currently, since it is at alert level 3, residents within the 6-kilometer radius permanent danger zone are being prepared to evacuate.
Maraming mga medyo mariti kasi ng ulo, hindi naman natin sila masisisi dahil may livelihood silang have to protect. Ang importante, pumunta na sila sa evacuation center.
FIVOC says Mayon volcano could be placed under alert level 4. Speaking on the big story, Director Teresito Bacolcol explained that they are now looking into several parameters that could raise the alert status for the volcano. He added that there could be two scenarios, an eruption with sporadic explosions or a relatively quiet one like what happened in 2014.
We are waiting for an increase in sulfur dioxide. This would imply that new magma is intruding to the shallower part of the edifice. And we are also looking at increase in the mass flux as evidenced by longer lava flows. We are also waiting for an increase in the seismicity as well as the inflation of the edifice and of course minor explosions.
DOST Secretary Renato Solidum told 1PH that Mayon's danger zone will be extended to 8 kilometers under alert level 4. This means going to nearby cities and municipalities like Legazpi and Daraga will still be allowed.
Kahit naman may taas ang alert level, kung titingnan po natin, yung ibang mga aktibidad niya ay hindi ganun ka-eksplosibo.
So,
Huwag lang
pwede.
pumasok doon sa bawal na lugar like 6 kilometers permanent danger zone. And then pag tinaas po yan sa alert level 4 ang ating binagbabawal, hanggang 8 kilometro o pwedeng ma-extend.
FIVOC is also closely watching the activities of two other restive volcanoes in the country, Taal in Batangas and Canlaon in Negros Occidental. First is Taal Volcano, whose sulfur dioxide emissions have already reached Metro Manila and nearby provinces like Laguna, Cavite, and the Bataan Peninsula. FIVOC is also worried about Taal's increased degassing, which is an unusual activity for the volcano.
Lagi po natin binabanggit to. Kakaiba po itong ugali ng Taal. We are currently at uncharted territory. Kahit po sa historical record, wala po tayong nakikitang mention na meron pong ganitong degassing na behavior ang Taal matapos po ng isang major eruption. Kaya po talaga pong nakakagulat yung volume o yung dami po ng asupre na binubuga ng Taal.
As for Mount Canlaon, authorities are still not allowing any flights in its vicinity due to the risk of volcanic activity. State volcanologists have noted more earthquakes within Canlaon, with its sulfur dioxide emissions also on elevated levels. All three volcanoes, Canlaon, Taal, and Mayon, have been declared by the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, or CAAP, as no-fly zones. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News now. I'm Diego Castro. New Health Secretary Ted Herbosa wants nursing grads to be employed in government hospitals even before taking their board exams. The Health Department notes that currently there are about 4,000 vacant nursing positions in the government. Herbosa wants to fill this up with fresh grads, saying that they can work up to 5 years before taking the board exam. And when they pass, Herbosa says they will be hired in an actual item. He added that he has already discussed this with the Professional Regulation Commission.
Gawin naman natin yung mga med diploma, makatrabaho na sa gobyerno. And then I'll give them 3 to 5 years to pass their board exam. And then I can hire them as an actual item.
Vice President Sara Duterte clarifies once again that it was Senator Amy Marcos who persuaded her to run for the country's second highest office. This is in response to Cavite Representative Elpidio Barzaga Jr.'s statement that Speaker Martin Romualdez was among those who convinced Duterte to run under the Uniteam ticket. Duterte stresses that it was, quote, accurately inaccurate to claim that the Speaker pushed her to run for VP in 2022.
Nag-text sa akin si Senator Amy Marcos. Message niya ako and she said, pwede bang ikaw na lang ang tumakbo ng Vice President? And then I told her, let me just talk to my mother and my family. President Bongo, Senator Amy, we agreed na okay, sige, we can do this. We can try to do this.
But amid apparent tensions between Duterte and Romualdez, a clip of her speech during the latter's oath-taking in Tacloban last year has been circulating online. In that speech, Duterte explicitly thanked Romualdez for his support in her vice presidential bid.
I'd like to personally publicly thank Congressman Martin Romualdez for taking me in Lakas CMD and accepting the challenge to be my my 2 campaign managers during the last election. It was not without irritations and challenges, but you did very well.
It's not just us, guys. Netizens are also pumped to see the Dabarkads back soon on television. The hashtag EatBulgaTV5 became one of the top trending topics on Twitter Philippines as fans celebrated the good news. One netizen joked about finally being able to open their televisions at noontime with the return of TVJ. Many also expected TV5 to benefit greatly from ad revenues as they start airing the country's longest-running noontime show. Several GMA artists have also expressed their excitement on the other Eat Bulaga hosts transferring to TV5. That was the case for Maine Mendoza, who posted a video of the TVJ letter turning to TV5. Actress and former Eat Bulaga host Maha Salvador also tweeted about the news with the caption, "Legit Dabarkads." Speaking of former host, Tito Soto said they plan to bring back talents who were previously let go, which includes Salvador. Soto is also confident that TVJ Group can find and harvest new talents.
We have planned to harvest new talents. At saka yung mag-guide namin. We've done it before. We've done it so many times. Andiyan sila Redford White, andiyan sila, di ba, ang dami namin, sila Richie, ang dami namin nakitang ibang mga talents. So many young talents. Now, lalo na mas maraming young talents. And we could probably hone them and teach them the ropes.
And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 7:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.